And I am live. Welcome. Monsters or busts? Well, they are definitely going to be.
Cute says, why do they call him GM when you have in the bald of Opt Hot Bald the GM?
Oh. Thank you very much, Scoot. Welcome to my stream. You found text to speech. Yes. Do they call him GM when you are in the bald and out of bald the GM? Yeah. Welcome. Yeah. New feature on my stream. Don't misuse it. Mischief. Oh yes, I know. That's because it's my second stream. I will be keeping the costs a little bit low, and as far as I know, there is still even no a time limit or anything on it. Hey and hello, Tony. Hello, welcome. How are you all doing? And why is my... Oh, of course. There we go. Eee. Mischief and tomfoolery. Tomfoolery. Yeah. Okay. I hope I will survive then this stream. Probably I will. No problem. It's I mean, I can make it more expensive. Personally, I wouldn't trust it enough to leave it at 100, but hopefully we can be sparing with it. After this stream, I will definitely make it cost more. And then there will also be limits on it. So I do watch the on YouTube the Twitch fails and everything. So I do a little bit know what to expect. As I mean, it is almost free. You only have to look at this face and what I am doing over here to get it going, which is almost free. So yeah, I'm pretty aware of what can happen, but don't misuse it. It's all in here. I can change it at any moment, and it will certainly not be long on 100 fallen hairs follow. Anywho, what's everybody up to? I hope you had this first part of the weekend has gone great for you. It has been good for me. I did a little bit of gardening today. Still my music a little bit too loud on my end. Yeah, I don't have a... Well, I do have a pretty nice garden, only there are all cement stones in there. Weekend has been weekending. Good to hear. Yeah, but only some plant pots had to fill in with plants and everything, so it looks a little bit. And Tony Howell painted 3 town guards to go in my sewer while it dries off. Okay, yeah, Tony is also working on a really great scenic thingy, just a little bit like mine, only mine is a little bit less complicated. So I did paint it yesterday, only all the coral was still not on there. I have to retouch it a little bit on the 3 town guards. From what I'm just going off again, but the 3 town guards, from what minis are they? Are they 3D printed, or do you have them from a certain company, or yeah, I guess you know what I mean. But could be very interesting. And I am even expecting to finish all the painting and maybe even set it up there from Dungeons and Lasers Townsfolk's box. I don't have that box, but I have seen them, and I do know the people from I wanted to say arch villain, but it is it not. But that company do make a pretty darn good minis. So yeah, nice. Archon Studios, yes, thank you. I still have the boxes over there, but you couldn't read the. It's a really great Polish Polish company. I believe they are Polish, but at least they are on the in the east of Europe. I've seen the guy from Goobertown make a very nice tour around the workplace over there. Looked pretty good. But let's see. All minis are almost finished. And of course, my camera's again a little bit off. Let's go over there. Let's check the quality. That is good. The only thing that I need to do for this giant jellyfish, this part of the body needs a little bit more detail. There's a lot of sculpting talent in Poland. I've bought from a few Polish companies. Okay. And hey, hello Sionis, how are you doing? We were just talking about Archon Studios and their great minis, and that there are quite some sculpting talents in Poland. And oh, almost forgot. There we go, my new painted pokey tool. And I still forget to change that command. Oh well, then we see that the Pokemon community is also still active. So what I am doing with the jellyfish is use a sepia liner. See if this, if I can get a little bit more depth into the whole thing. Cialis is doing well and printing part 4 or 6 of my oh yes, right, he's printing an electric guitar. So damn, it's quite impressive. I do think that the electric parts probably will not be 3D printed, but it's mainly the guitar part itself. I once tried to learn playing guitar, but I really don't have the patience for it to learn. So it brings me. I bought the hardware. The body is the only printed part. Yeah, that's what I. And so next question: do you play? Probably, because, or is it for somebody else? Because I always like how guitars sound, acoustic and electric guitars. Well, to be honest, I always like to listen to music, and yeah, well, guitars are certainly one of my favorite instruments in there. You never played guitar? It was an Impulse Pro. Oh, okay. A nice surprise then. But certainly both challenging then, to see if you can get it to work and printing the whole thing. Damn. Oops, oops, oops. Luckily it is a liner. yeah, as I was a child, I wanted to learn to play the organ, as my father was taking lessons, but my parents didn't allow it until I also learned to play the recorder, as that seems to be the ultimate instrument to learn reading notes. I completely refused, to be honest, and as of course, to be honest, I still am a little bit sad about it, that I was so stupid. As years later, I tried to do some to get some guitar lessons, not in person, also just the written lessons with CDs to listen to. Yeah, no, didn't work. I also don't have the patience to learn that. It's too complicated. I mean, painting is so much easier. Let me paint. It only take me 30 years to get there where I am right now, so I think it's quite impressive that if you see certain people that do not only know one instrument but several. And I don't know if it is my hearing or whatever, but my singing is also quite good, depending who tells you about it or has even heard me singing. Good, are you listening? No, good. I have discovered that I do like singing, especially when I am doing the dishes and the pots and the pans and everything. I am alone, I don't have a dishwasher, because for those little few things, why should I get a dishwasher? It's easier and cheaper to just wash it by hand. But I have discovered, yes, if I play a little bit of music, it makes it a lot easier. And if it is even music that I know the lyrics of, and I do not know much lyrics of songs, then yeah, I have still not had complaints from my neighbors. So the walls are thick enough, luckily. But yeah, that's one of the things that I am not really bad at, but I'm certainly not a good vocalist. And I call the giant jellyfish done. It's I did yesterday after stream. I did put a little bit of the glow-in-the-dark powder with a little bit of PVA glue also on this part of the rock, or better said reef. Now let's see if it still, so it does fit in over there perfectly. Oh, I have to raise it a little bit. There he goes. That is where the jellyfish will be, on top of the whole reef. Now let's put this apart. Take it off first. Oh, that's first drop. thank you very much. It's, I'm really pleased that at least the whole glow in the dark powder that did work. I had posted a after stream. When I closed everything off, it was nice and dark, and I did take a very nice picture. It's I don't know how it will work in when it is in the translucent, the see-through resin that I am going to use. But it's already quite an impressive nightlight. I also used it on the reef of the killer clam. And the only thing I did after the stream was a little bit inside the mouth. I made a little bit more pink. And I painted the sea star on it. The barnacles I am not going to paint, as this will be going. There is my base. His place is at the base of the reef. Over there. And oh, then I should be like there. And I will probably add a little bit more of the over there. Little few more branches of coral. And originally the terrorfish I wanted to place here, but maybe I am placing it more here. So he's facing the bottom, and the bottom is almost completely covered with. Why is that those words so difficult? Glow in the dark paste, powder, whatever. I did even make a little highlight on the black pearl, which it's not completely what it should be, but it's good enough. And I am very doubtful that it will be stared at when it is in the diorama. That it is noticeable in the diorama. So my last little thingy is the terrorfish, which the ends of the spines are all covered in the glow in the dark paste. Looked really cool yesterday evening. The rest is highlighted. The only thing that I still need to do are the yeah, what shall we call them? The paws, the claws, the things he walks on. And I have been doubting how to do them. But I think I will start with a darker red. In this case, Bloodfest Crimson. I have also used this one on the clam. Oh, I should do those red. Yeah, I should also use them on those. I don't know what those holes are. Breathing holes? Have no idea. But I think I will use a little bit of this also on them, just to give it a little bit of shading. And I will add later some amethyst purple. Just to get it a little bit more. And as I'm doing this over black, there will probably be quite some layers necessary. But I want to keep that. I want to keep that black, as it gives a nice dark feel. and also the ending of the tips of those paws. I want to keep them black. I am pretty sure. Yeah, if I add the purple color, that's quite lighter. They will pop up much better than they do now. Over here in the Netherlands it has been quite a nice day, but now the first clouds are coming in, and I believe we yet are going to get some rainy weather ahead. Maybe tomorrow, otherwise Monday. All the farmers around here were working and getting the grass mown and dried. Although nowadays, when I was a child, it always had to be really dry, and then they baled it. Those big blocks, hay bales, and then off to the barn. Nowadays, I believe it is if they cut it in the morning and they tumble it once or twice in the day, at the evening they can already get it, and they wrap it in some plastic foil. Seems to be just as good as the, or maybe even better, I don't know. Never asked them, to be honest. If I finish all this paintwork today, and there is enough time left, I will even construct my my box around it, and live on stream will pour the resin in it. And it will need to dry at least 12 to 24 hours. So maybe when I come home tomorrow for my D&D game, it should be almost finished. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow we start a new campaign, the Curse of Strahd. Oh, a wild Hitmon top has a Hitmon top. Right. And I am the guy that waits till everybody has made known what character or mainly what class they are going to play. And yes, I am the one that normally ends up with playing the cleric. Not always, but some of the times. But this time I have decided no more cleric for me. So maybe we are getting a party without a cleric. Always good in Cursorstrat. Should be no problem. And I am going to be a warrior. Where is my brush? What are you? Oh yeah, right. This is my special sprue goo brush. Or better said, it was once a brush. So added a little bit of the purple, so we do get a little bit of a lighter color, and there should be a little bit more visibility about the whole thing. As the, what was it? Bloodfest Crimson is not really a opaque color. That's probably also why we didn't see very much. But if I would start immediately with the purple, it would be a little bit too much of a certain color burst. Now it has a little bit of a red undertone. Fit in a little bit better, and the purple is quite, at least a little bit more opaque. Also quite a lot brighter. Oops, a little bit too thick. Nice. He's good. don't think you will really be able to see it, as I am probably perching it like this on the reef, so those paws will be quite invisible. A little bit thinner. I now realize that I should be painting the other way officially, because now most of the color will be on the end of the brush, as always. Let's see. The model is quite forgiving, and it does indeed start to look the way I imagined it. Nice. These a little bit smaller, even. Yes. Nobody will see that I messed up a little bit. Let's see, it is the 20th. Good. That means if I could finish this one in this weekend, I have extra time. 1 whole week. Oh no. One whole week to paint some other stuff. I still have a few commissions laying around. Why is it always that, to my brain, those are not paid commissions? That's for one thing. Although one is a more or less paid commission, but the other ones are just rewards. But I still have to paint them, and why does my brain always tells me that the monthly challenges I do are more important than those commissions? Damn brain. Yes, the amethyst purple is already quite a little bit desaturated. I'm just adding a little bit of white to it. Maybe a little bit too much for the first time. So we are going into a more white. On the very top of the horse and on the arch of the, yeah, still strange to call a fish that it has paws, and especially something like this. And I'm still have some, yeah, paws, no, those are more claws, but also not really claws. Oh yeah, those things he walks on. Let's see how they look for you. Oh yeah. That is how I intended them. With a little bit of lining. Oh, the teeth. Teeth. Yeah, a little bit too white. So we should do a little bit of a bone. It can be done easier. Let's add a wash. In this case, the Duncan Rhodes Battle Mud, so it does not get too brown. Right. Hold it upside down. And look how those teeth go from a really nice white to a really great used bone color. And that is the terror fish done. Oh. Now they do need to dry a little bit before I glue them to their base. Oh my god! And it's only half hour done. Luckily, I have a few more projects as always. One of the things I am also working on a little bit of a scenic base for one of those commission models I was talking about. This is my way of making a fantasy background. I know Tony uses grout to fill in the spaces between the stones. I don't. I use Mod Podge matte, so that it does not shine too much if you just dry brush it. What I do with it is because Mod Podge is normally white in color and also dries up transparent. I add a lot of acrylic black paint. Little trick I learned from Black Magic Craft. And why do I could also use PVA glue, has almost the same effects, only Mod Podge has also a sealer in it, so it protects the foam a little bit better, and it somehow bangs, makes it quite sturdier. But this unfortunately still has to dry a little bit. So what do we have else? No, the base was not done. The base was not done. I mean, all that red, blue and purple is really nice, but it needs a little bit more, because coral, if you see it, is also very bright in color. So For the red we need a little bit of orange, in this case lava orange. For the red, a nice bright red. And let's use what I'm going to use the oh yeah, that's cool, thank you very much. It's first piece I have been building since 2 or 3 years. So that's for the why do I confuse myself. I use orange for the red. I need something for the purple, but not something that is, because that is all too dark. We have over here, all the way here, wild violet. Yeah, and also when you use the most of the time I make my stones more of a... Ooh, Boxcoot, I'm going to test.
Boxcoot says I'm going to test stuff for me. Evil mischief, preacher one rave, 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 preacher
right.
Preacher one rave.
And that is why you do not make text to speech cost oh my god, so cheap. Thank you, Scoot. So this is oh good god. Yeah, because text to speech does not see the emote, he does see the text of the emote. So yeah, yeah. So just to brighten up all the coral, especially now the purple parts, I am going to use my purple. In this case it was the amethyst purple that I still had on my palette, to just brighten it all up. I just realized I had hoped that I could go with pouring the resin even today, but I guess it is better if I just wait till everything is really dry before I pour the resin. Make this a little bit more orangey, like that, because it's the color this did not really, the red color did not take really well on these parts. Then use a red, the red that I had over here. As always, I have everything completely planned out. 100%. No improvisation over here. So I am using the little bit of clear red to give all the dark red parts Also a little bit different colors here and there, so they look a little bit better. And now, oh, you know what? The blue does look like a little bit of a very blue. Now I have to, is it right? A teal color. So I still have my Surf Aqua. And again, there goes my pokey tool. Back in your place. And let's get some of that paint on it. I'm just dabbing it on, so especially the outsides. Let's see if we can get it into a little bit of a for the purple. Also a little bit of different tone. That is about all the coral that I have to paint. So that is done. Terrorfish done. I can already dry off my brush. And let's put it, why not, on a really nice, there we go. The jellyfish, just to make sure it does glue to the model and not to all the paint that is on the bottom. Scrape it a little bit off. Getting some over there. My super glue. Add a nice drop of it. Get this on the, to the side. And there we go. Hold it in place a little bit till the glue sets. You know, super glue is already setting, good. Then we have the clam. And I did see that one part of the a little bit in the coral is in the way, so we get that a little bit to the side and up. Do the same with this mini. Super glue it. When I made the clay base of the clay reef, I of course made some impression with these minis. The coral is very stubborn today. There it goes. Fits like a glove or a killer clam. Now those two are in place. Then we have the third one, being my terror fish. Now I have to get rid of the two metal rods. Take it and turn it and then pull, just like a dentist. Take it, turn it and pull. I could normally say I will close those holes, but as it is going on the base, oops, nobody is going to see it. That's another drop. Oh my god. I'm not even 1 hour on its way, on my way on the stream. So let's just get a cup of coffee, a whole cup of coffee. No, I already have a whole cup of coffee. Oh, and I just noticed about 15 minutes ago, next Friday there will be probably no finally finished Friday, as it is the last Friday of the month, and if my dear friend Cruise Discs has his gaming club, I will be painting there. Maybe if the coral is strong enough. Let's see. Or we could just paint it like this, because this is not going to work. It would be really weird to have. I originally wanted it to on the floor, but it's a little bit boring. But if I can get it, I also have to watch out that it is not. Oh wait. Change of plans a little bit. If I could glue it like this. No, it's still sticking. I have to watch out that it is not sticking out, of course. I have to keep in my square. Oh, if I could make it a little bit more dynamic. Glue it like this, then the three creatures are a little bit more nicely divided, and it's almost like he is going for the black pearl. So I have to glue him there and there. Again. Oh, there's a hole in the where I can glue it a little bit on this claw of him. Now let's hope. In fact, it does not have to really be that. Whoa, that sturdy, as long as it keeps glued until the resin is dry. of course it does not have enough. What do you all say? Oops, let's go like there. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. My 3 terrible monstrous sea creatures. Chasing after each other. I mean the terrorfish is going for the black pearl and the jellyfish is going for the terrorfish. Something like that. What I can do right now, should I do that on stream? Oh, why not? Why not? I'm going to, because I do have another mini that I could paint. But let's build the wall around this whole thing. Because of course I need to pour my resin in. So I have these, I have no idea how to, yeah, it's pieces of plastic. But we use them as curtains. They are those long horizontal, vertical things that, where am I? That you can turn as a curtain. I have no idea how they are called in English or American, or, and is that important? No. But it's these are some leftovers that I use very often for mold making, or have used for mold making. And I also need my hot glue gun for this. So let's heat it up. That does take a moment. Meanwhile, I will see if my still not completely dry, but dry enough. So while my hot glue gun dries, I will use my, where do I have my stone? I did. Yeah. Ah, they are over there. I have my own stone. This is the wall. Right. I have a basalt gray, and I have made my own wall gray, which is a little bit more white and blue added. And for walls I do like to use as a base color also field gray from Scale Color, as it is, as you can see. Oh, there we are. It is more green than really gray. There we go. You can use an ordinary gray for stonework, but yeah, adding a little bit of blue or green to it gives it just a little bit more difference, a little bit more, brings it a little bit more alive. And normally I like to do the flagstones in the bluish tone, and the really building bricks with the green tone. And in this case I am going for a very quick palette. Just drop something off, and with a big brush I could have chosen to just dry brush it, but I want to give them all a different kind of color with washes. And in this case I am already going to add some more color to this. Oh, it's over here, the brown wash from while it's wet. Yes, still while the paint is wet, a little brown and a little green, a nice moss green. That gives a little bit of a different effect than when you just add it after the whole thing is dry. And I should use not the expensive. I always forget that I have my, for this stuff, my cheaper homemade filthy black wash. This will dry a little bit different. It will look as if the stones are themselves are a little bit. You can even see if you use quite thin, you can even get, when you're lucky, a little bit of a marble effect. Don't know if you can see it. No, it's too shiny, but as the pigments are now running wild and a lot of moisture, so I will need to let this dry for a moment, or 2 moments even. And oh yeah, I do get, I hope if that dries it the way it looks now, nicely perfect marble effect. And yeah, you have to get a little bit lucky with it. How is my gun doing? Never touch it, because yeah, then you get this nice stuff, but you can feel it's giving nice heat. Can add a little, let's see if it is, yeah, it's already coming out. I need to add the nice little stick to it. Right, let's start on this side. And very important, I need a square to make sure that it is standing straight. Like this. Then wait a few seconds. I have for all my gaming terrain, I always used PVA glue, as that was one of the things that Games Workshop always used. And when I started DMing and GMing, I discovered that there was something like a hot glue gun. A what? A hot glue gun. Really? Yes, they exist. What's the positive thing about it? They glue very quickly. And sometimes even quicker than super glue. Certainly quicker than super glue. And they fill up gaps really nicely. Now I have to see. Yes, it's not touching. Good. And I can also, before I do that, yes. It also makes it quite, I will not say watertight, certainly not, but resin tight, yes. Nice. And you cannot see anything that I'm doing. There we go. I'm building a big wall around the holes I will fill in later, of course. Ooh. And there we have the first. I thought I had it really nicely. There is a big opening here at the bottom. Why? Huh. But okay, then it will not be completely square at the bottom, but that's not a big problem. It's not touching anywhere. No, good. I can fill up that gap with my glue gun. That is certainly not a big problem. Also here, go around and make sure it is square. Yes. Only need to make it on the top a little bit. Because I saw this one is touching the tentacles of the jellyfish. And this plastic is are leftovers, so they are cheap. They are not very sturdy. So I should have, if I would make a contest piece, I certainly would not have been using this material for it. Nice. The last piece. Oh, also when the glue gun does stick to a lot of stuff, but it's also quite easily removed by just heating it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, nice. So not let it melt again, but ooh, one of the corners is not going to be very nicely 90 degrees. I am missing it. Oh, yeah. As I say, this stuff is not really sturdy. Ah, no. I can. Let's get these two parts together first on the top. Just have to let it cool down. on the bottom. Oops, SD is not all as straight as I had hoped that it would be, but I already said it is not completely. It's quite flexible. So the good thing about hot glue is, in comparison to super glue, yes, sometimes you just have to hold on to it, but you can see if it is drying or not, as it is still hot. It is completely transparent. As soon as it starts to get a milky white, it starts to cool down, and that's the time you can let go. Not yet. Of course, there is now a very big blob. A big blob will keep the heat for quite some time. So yeah, how is the aerial view over there? Building a mini aquarium. Yay! And it starts to get milky. Nice. This means I can fill up the gaps. I have bought myself this gun especially because of the nozzle. It had 3 different nozzles. Looks cool, thank you very much. And this is just the box. This one will also need a little bit of holding on to for a moment. Oh. Because with the nozzle also is quite hot, and you can use it a little bit to sculpt all the glue that is cooling down or has cooled down. You can use it quite nicely to sculpt it even. I have made, not with this gun, unfortunately, I did not have this one, but I have seen people make complete waterfalls with all of this. Hey Baldi, Chanur! Welcome! You just building my my sea creature aquarium. Yay! And just trying to, let's see if we can get this gap also filled a little bit better than. Oh yeah, this was the one that was missing a little bit. I have to, yeah, no problem. So unfortunately the whole resin part will not be completely square, even though I did use a square. Damn! But to be honest, I'm a little bit more concerned about being concerned. As long as it is nicely see-through and you can see everything, I don't mind if the whole resin part has a little bit of an angle to it. And oh yeah, I have made a very nice marble floor. Also, in between gluing, painting, and doing a lot of other stuff, and drinking coffee, of course. Let's get a little bit more over here to make sure everything is nice and watertight. I always use a little. Especially with the glue gun. In this case, it's better to use a little bit too much than that you find out after pouring the resin that there is still a gap somewhere. One of the first times I used this method for making a silicone mold. I had somewhere silicone is quite thick. Yo,
take a shot, 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 motherfucker, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot.
Evening. Right in time. One negative thing about hot glue guns, you get those nice little threads, but that's all on the outside. Just in time, I am gluing my aquarium together. So I am done painting. Yay! I have finished 3 models. Slay the Grey. Or to your health, Viking Pie, and to your health, everybody else. Yeah, I do have 2 downstairs, but hey, I want another one. Only this is a very cheap one, as I don't have to feed them. Oh, don't have to refresh the water every few months and that kind of stuff. So yeah, and these are very, very special fish. No, can buy them only at Reaper. And I can use this one even as a nightlight. As the glow in the dark powder did work really great. I saw yesterday. Some light dusting and then it should be good. I'm making sure that this one is certainly sealed. And well, there is a possibility when you pour transparent silicones in something like this that there will be a little bit of air bubbles. Well, I have read the manual again and again today. According to the producer of the resin that I am going to use, there will be no air bubbling. But in this case, if there should be a little air bubble here and there, I wouldn't even mind, as it would only add to the atmosphere of the whole underwater thingy. Now, this should be quite enough. Wipe off the nozzle a little bit, and that is glue gun done. Oh yeah. Hey. Those power sockets I am using are child-proof, just in case. But it also means you don't get the plug out very easily. So that looks quite nice. So that should be it. Let's see. Oh, in fact, to be honest, that should be enough. The glue should be dry. The paint should certainly be dry. I'm going to make. I'm going just to try it. Why not? I am going to use some gloves, even though it does says it's well, it can cause a little bit, famous last words, yeah, it can cause a little skin irritation sometimes. Well, I have a very irritable skin. That's component A, and we have component B, the hardener, and it is from the original Magic water modeling system. I cannot even remember where I did buy this. I cannot, but it's working. The only thing is that I have used a little bit of it, but I can already see that I did not use a lot of hardener for it. Why not? I'm going to use it all. I rather have a little bit too much than not enough, but that is quite a thing I have to fill. The only thing is I have a do I have a cup where I can put it all in? Because I have to stir it very well. Oh, why not? Why not? Oh, but this one is still wet. Clean it up. Well, dry it out at least. Dry it at least. This is my. This one is only used for hobbying, which means I am not going to use it for anything else but stuff that I'm certainly not going to drink. There goes nothing. Oh no, it's not. It's not. That's one, and this is two. Over there, that can go with the. No, I need my. Oh, I need a better stick to stir. Where are my stirring sticks? Over here. Yep. Now the user manual says stir it for 5 minutes. Sometimes I feel like a teenager again. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I do sometimes too, but then my body interferes and tells me that I'm certainly not. So they always say stir it very, very well. And I must say, there are some air bubbles in here, but not very much. Nice. and it gets really nice and clear. That's what the, and I'm not even stirring 5 minutes right now. So pouring the two components in at the same time does already a lot of stirring. Oh, nice. I have been working with transparent resin before, an industrial, more industrial. I expected you to use a drill instead. That's a big mistake. Well, maybe with this stuff, maybe not, because the air bubbles are literally going up immediately. When you use a drill for paints and stuff, it's not a big problem, because little air bubbles do not bother the paint as it is still in the pot. If you use a drill for this, you will add a lot of extra air in it, and that was why I was going with my story with the industrial transparent resin that I have used before. This is quite liquidy. That was quite thick. If you would use a drill for it, you get a lot of air bubbles and you have a lot of problems getting those air bubbles out. But this stuff, if it indeed gets as clear as it says, then I certainly have to find me some more of this. It works a lot better than the industrial stuff. I do not even know how much I paid for this. I have to find out why I did buy it. Okay, while I'm still stirring, as the whole thing says, stir for 5 minutes and then stir for 5 more. Okay. And it is not really fast drying. Hence, you have to wait 12 to 48 hours. I'm going to take scrape the inside of the whole thing also. So get everything with it on the bottom. So I do have some old piece of cloth over here. Hope that it is completely resin proof. I'm not going to pour it in just whoop. I'm going to try to fill it from the bottom up. Oh, and that does look good. That does look good. Okay, and the one little thing I was a little bit afraid of, because I'm really good at calculating and everything. I need more. Damn. That's not good. And apparently, it's also not. I forgot probably a little over there. Yep. I don't have enough. No, I used the 2 bottles. So I have to buy more. after I fix this leak. Okay, Twitch fails. Go ahead. You got me. Now the only...
Barcampy says you can do this.
You can do this, yeah. Well, the one thing that I do, plugging the hole is not a big problem. The rest looks good. Oh, yeah, it's... Oops, get over here.
She's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty ladder and a string jacket round her waist. When she gets to bite, you better run, you better hide, better pray that you're not worth the chase. Yeah, she might be pretty, but I promise it gets scary. Once you daddy and she finds out where you live. Creeping in the shadows, eating poisoned apples. She's nothing like you ever seen. Goes up and down and round and round, and ain't no telling what she might do next. 'Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty
And it is not going to work. This is going to be a big fail. Yep. Ah. Yeah. Oh, one moment. I can do this. Hey. Those things happen when you have a nice hobby. There we go. Get it out of the corner. Nope, not going to work. Hey. Unfortunately, no. My first big fail. I should have checked a little bit better. Damn. Yep, it's running out of there. Well, it's in a bucket, so it will be. That's not a big problem. Yeah, I think it is better just to take everything out. Well, I still have the other epoxy stuff, quite some. I could fill the rest up as soon as hardens, but there will be not very much left. It's getting on the outside now. Quick decision. I am going to drain the whole thing. Too bad. But at least I have now the models and everything is, they are still in resin. or covered in a little bit of resin. Oh, I did throw the cloth away. Shouldn't. Hey. Yeah, well, if I would have with the damn. If it would have been a silicone mold, this repair method would have had no problem. I know some woodworkers use a silicone paste to stop leaks. Yeah, but the problem is the resin is quite fluidy. It's quite watery, and so the glue does not stick on it. With silicone, it's quite thick, so you can get enough glue in there. Yeah, there are even bubbles in the glue itself. Well, the bottom part at least is okay. Good, then I will not be finished this week. Shame, yeah. Tomorrow, this week, I will still try to get the leak fixed. And then I will have to order more epoxy. Yeah, it's a shame, but it happens. And to be honest, I had worse things. The one thing is that I have no idea how much this epoxy did cost me. At least I have a nice round big base tomorrow. I hope if I can get it out of the bucket. Here is coming nothing out anymore. Everything is not lost. I only need more resin or different resin. Let's get this one on a piece of paper just in case there is some resin on the bottom. So let's dry. Let that get dry. Yeah. Shit happens.
Hydrate, but all I have is coffee.
Yeah, I can certainly use a little bit of coffee. Thank you, Viking Pie. But, oh man, I'm even sweating. That's not good. Me and sweating. Oh, you just have to check that there's no resin leaking anymore. But I can see no. Good. Get that one out of my mind. We will see next week what we can do about it. I know some stores where I can get more resin. Even I can even get resin that is that dries quicker than this. It's more expensive, but I have to recalculate. Well, I at least know that I certainly need more than. How much was this? This is enough for 18 fluid ounces. And I was about more than half, so 3/4. So I need at least 27 fluid ounces. good to know. And I'm immediately go to my over there. Now I have no idea how much a fluid ounce is. So we go to Unit Pro. Length, open. Where are you? No. Oh wait, volume. Is that no? Yes, fluid ounce. 27. So that would be. Can we get something in liters? Liters. 0.8 liter. Okay. Because I knew I'm not going to use murky deep pour water, clear pour water. Yes, from this is Woodland Scenics. Only this is oh no. This is 0.4. Nope. A little bit too expensive. Oh. Wait. They don't have it anymore? No, don't tell me. Yes, I know that all this. Sorry that I'm looking this up, but what was the whole? Never mind. About 900 mil, yeah. Where is Carol? Carol is not streaming today. She did stream for her this afternoon, I believe, because of the death of Kathy Wopple. One of the, especially in the whole Reaper community for sure. She died last Friday or Saturday. She lost to cancer, and they did a special stream, tribute stream for her. So she didn't stream today, but at least not before my stream. And oops, and from one sea creature to another one. This is a thingy that I also have had lying around, and I thought just before stream, let's do something with this one. Although it is already quite painted with the airbrush, but I can do for the last 15 minutes at least a little bit about the eyes. Oh, and I hope you can now see it a little bit better. I have painted the flagstones, and by adding quite thin washes it has a little bit of a marble effect. So that's a little bit of a, yeah, I would almost say it's a nice tip, but you, as I said, have to get lucky with it. Still not dry. So I'm going to use it. I must say, it is a purple, but it still completely looks like a black. Now I'm going to try something, because I'm always a not believer, even though a pro painter says something. If you have a certain color, especially when you are making a gray, now this is not a gray, but it looks like a black. if you add white, it will indeed tell me that it is more purple than black. I saw for a moment with adding white to it, it first, yeah, it's a very nice gray, purple gray. About going somewhere completely different again. Well, completely different. I have been painting quite a long time, and to be honest, I have never had any lessons in color theory. But I saw on YouTube I always forget her last name. It's the woman Anne. She is has her own Twitch channel, Painting Big, and she does also the Reaper tool tips. She's the one who has been designing for the past 15 years and more all the Reaper paints, naming them but also making them. So if somebody knows something about paints and or how colors are made, she does. And she just showed how you can make quite easily a great looking gray without using black. She did use a little bit black, but just from primary colors. And that's why she also, in that same video she also showed if you have something like a gray or a black and you want to know what
Hydrate, but all I have is coffee.
Yeah. By adding a little bit of white to that color, you can find out what the dominant color is in that mixed paint. Does not work on all colors, of course, but if you are mixing gray or a brown, by adding a white you can find out what the dominant color is in there. Ooh. Damn. That does not happen very often, that I even get done with 2 whole there you are, 2 whole cups of coffee. And you can also take a picture and look at the pixel colors in Photoshop. Yeah. But then you do have, I mean, does also a little bit depend on how good your camera is, because the for any other color maybe, probably, but at least that's not what she said, but that's immediately what I think. You will probably get very close, at least, but this was just a little quick test. Also, she mixes her a dark tone, and she was mixing a gray from only and now I always say red and blue, but that's not the, you have cyan, if I pronounce it right, that is the bluish color that also is in your printers, and you have, and oh, I always forget that, magenta and yellow. And if you combine those in a certain way, you get a more black. You get with those 3 primary colors, you get a more lively gray as she called it, then normally black is also added for darkness, yes. So if you want to add the darker gray of what you did, then you can add black. But she said with those 3 colors you can make a more lively gray than just adding white and black, because everybody knows if you add white and black together, a lot of white, a little bit black, you get a light gray, but it's a black and white gray, as she called it. And with making a gray from the basic colors, you get a more greenish or more bluish gray. In fact, the same thing that I just did with my those tiles that I made. This is a quite dark basic gray, and then you have a very much green gray, which is and then you have the same gray, but then added with a little bit white and blue. That gives it a little bit more color and differentiation than just adding white and black. But anywho, what I was going for was that she indeed, with just those 3 primary colors and a little bit of black, she and later on also white, then you can get quite nice different colors of gray. And oh, the reason I was watching that one, not because she was explaining color theory, but because she was painting this mini, and that's the Kathy Wapple tribute mini. Yes, this is from that the Kathy Wapple that just died. Riepen made a mini of her, and all the costs of all the profits go to her husband. She has been fighting cancer for probably a year now, and then they made that one so they could pay the hospital bills, and yeah, now the profits go to her husband. I believe they still sell them, and even I get a little bit chilled at the thought. I mean, I have seen some of her streams, but I do not even know her. But even I get a little bit upset when I think about. Yeah, that's yeah. She meant a lot to a lot of people. Always a shame. And I am going to add some white for the. I'm going to Google how do octopus eyes. Oh God. Oof. Oh, those are really different. Most of them are just slits, but I see here just one with a very big and bright eye. Oh, that's a nice one. Nice and difficult. And I must say, almost looks like an AI created one. That is a greenish with orange and a black. Nice. Now we have a nice greenish, almost white looking paint. And it is almost time. Damn. Let's check for a second time. Or for the last time. Yeah, there's nothing coming out. Good. Wouldn't be the first time that I checked it just once and thought there is nothing coming out, and there was coming stuff out, and the next day you have a really nice thing stuck to your desk. Now let's just. Now, the reason that I indeed used first a black and now go over it with white, so I get a nice the nice shade around the whole eyeball. If it were a little bit of if it were a more human creature, I would add even a little bit of red. Because if you look at your eyes, there's always a quite, well, reddish line around your eyes. A second layer. That was still not completely dry. Now what? Why not? Let's. I don't know if it indeed has six eyes or 3 pairs of eyes, but these look a lot like eyes, so let's paint them up like eyes. Originally the model was a little bit bigger. They had loose tentacles coming out of the water, the floor or whatever, but I didn't bother to print those. But I do believe the whole model is called the Kraken. And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. I am going to rate somebody in a moment. First, I want to give myself a nice stretch, simply because, where is it? Because I did add something to it. Yeah, that's the stretch. At least that's how it feels. Yeah, Viking Pie, I see you tomorrow. Character building for D&D, nice. Everybody have a great evening, and if you have any ideas or suggestions for who we should raid, please let me know. Oh, I already see Jimmy the Brush. Matt Yee is also quite nice to look, and here, and the rest do. So shall we rate Jimmy the Brush? Always a really great stream to watch. Then I will be even going on a little bit too with painting. Meanwhile, thank you all for watching, for being here. And you are signing off soon. Yeah, okay. That's of course no problem. But if everybody is agreeing or keeping quiet, we are going to rate Jimmy the Brush. And let's see where. There he is. And let's raid. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you soon. Stay healthy. Keep painting. Until next time, thank you.
I'll be back.
Anything off that website under £20, and there's a few items that are like £20.40. That's fine as well. So anything from those put in is one of the items that we're wrapping off today for those that help us get our subs up, because we are trying to get to 1,200 subs, guys, and we're only 42 away. So if we get everyone in on it, we'll be doing all right.
GM, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in.
GM, how you doing? Welcome in.
How's your stream? Guys, if you don't
Darth
follow
would
Ball
love it.
GM,
Darth would love it. I wish someone had sent it to Darth. Mike's going in for the wins. Thank you so much, Mike. Sir Banana's going in for the wins.
Oh my
Thank you so much, Sir Banana. I didn't see it, the Gontor. Can you post the link again? And I'll show it off. Sorry about that.
And so Banana, thank you so much as well. I think Mike wanted to close the gap. The round number.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was thinking of something else.
Pesos, thank you so much.
Wop, 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 wop. Sorry. She didn't get it at all. She's just... It's the devil and the nun in here.